everyone would be having their own strategies. I am not asking you to follow whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm discussing. What I just want is that you may get this particular thing from my experience.
Okay, and then what time do you prefer to take a test series?
Test series was like, see, 1 year back only I started my test series. Like in 2019, as soon as I completed my syllabus, because I got that test series along with my course itself. So as soon as I completed my preparation, then I started. See, what I did is that it was like I felt that I am preparing for GATE 2019 only. So
Okay.
in that way only I started appearing for tests as well. Like 2 months back only I started appearing for tests. From I think in the month of 2018 October, December, December I started my test series, and then till February end I was completing entire test series whatever I got at that time. But I was
Okay.
not able to complete whole test series, all those 10 grand tests and all those things. And in 2019 I was not I haven't any of the other test series other than Ravin sir's. But in 2020 I took other test series as well, like Made Easy and Ace Academy, and then Ravin sir, and then Applied AI courses. Like 4 to 5 test series I took.
Okay, brother. How many marks that you would be getting in your test series, brother? Around.
In
Are
the
you
full
being
length or where?
both topic test and full length test?
In topic test, that was completely like initial. It was very I can say fluctuating. Sometimes I used to get like maybe out of 25 in subject topic test. Out of 25, I was ranging from 17 to 25. In few of the tests I got 100%, but in few of the tests it was around 19, 20, 25, something like this. And for multi-subject subject test, it was ranging somewhere around 35 to 50. And there
Out
was
of,
nothing.
brother?
50.
And then full length test?
And in full length test it was on an average 70 plus or 75.
Okay,
Highest I got, I think 79 or 78 or 79.
Okay, brother. In final last year, just before GATE exam, how many test series did you take from RBR, except RBR, along with Made Easy or Air Ace?
Yes,
How many
yes,
test
yes, yes.
series have you taken? Is that valuable? Is that good if we take as many as test series possible, or shall we stick on to a single one?
No, not really. Like when we are talking about like taking the number of tests or test series or the count, that doesn't really matters. So what matter at the end is that how good your concepts are. Whether like it may be possible that if you are not able to understand, or if you are not able to get a great grip on your concepts, then in that case test series usually helps. Like if you're taking more number of tests, then in that case you may analyze that from where the questions usually get framed, or which sort of things we need to focus more. Sometimes we try to escape from the theoretical parts, like if we are covering theory of computation or algorithm or data structure, any of the topics, so we generally tend to solve a lot of problems, but from there we get most of the questions which are theoretical in nature, like which may be verbal, like 4 options would be given, and we have to pick which of the following were correct or incorrect. So like that, like it completely depends upon your understanding and your how it fits you. That is completely up to you. It may be many of the times I have seen most of the guys appeared for around 150 number of tests, but he was not able to clear the gate itself. He was not able to clear the cutoff itself. So that doesn't matter how many tests you are appearing. Appearing for test is really good. There is no doubt about that. But after appearing those tests, don't be bogged down that okay, I got only these marks, because this is for sure that more than 95% of the people, or more than 90% of the people would be getting really bad rank or marks in their initial test series. So rather than just, and this is very obvious that most of the guys would be getting this one. So there are two type of the people, that one guy who would be completely ignoring the fact that okay, if everyone is getting less, so what's the problem. So we need they just overlook their mistakes, or sometimes they think that okay, the questions which are getting framed over here is really difficult, it may be difficult for everyone. So this is what their mindset. So this is not really a good mindset. Secondly, those guys, the kind of people who completely bog down themselves. Okay, I'm not able to score over here only if I'm not getting really good rank in such a easy test series, then how come I can get how even I can think of my rank in this national level exams. So these two, I can say, mindsets are completely devastating, I would say, because these two guys are not going to improve at all, because in both the cases you are getting yourself down. So instead of that, what I'll say is that whatever marks you are getting, just leave that aside. Primarily focus on your mistakes, whatever you are committing, and those mistakes, suppose if you are not able to, like, there are two types of mistakes. One could be your conceptual understanding mistakes, and secondly could be your silly mistakes, and both the mistakes should be taken care of very very, I can say, uh, minutely. Why is it so? Because sometimes your silly mistakes usually cost you a lot. Two or three questions were my very own mistakes, which were very silly for me and for anyone as well. Like those guys who would have prepared for GATE, they could have easily solved those problems and conceptual problems. So for that, you need to prepare a separate book, or I would say something, whatever strategy you might be having. Just prepare a good notes for all those mistakes only. Just leave everything aside. Your notes would be there. Try to prepare some short notes every time after your, see, every subject is having some goals. So what you have to do is, you have, after completing that particular subject, you need to analyze whether you are reaching that particular goal or not. If we are learning algorithm, then we need to understand every time whenever we are solving a question, we need to think in a way that whether we are able to optimize the problem or not, whether we are able to analyze the time complexity and space complexity. Just get a problem, whether it is asked or not, just leave everything aside. Try to calculate its time complexity and space complexity, because in most of the cases, like in most of the scenarios, you will be getting time complexity problem, that's for sure, because otherwise there won't be any of the questions which could be framed for algorithm topic. Because in algorithm topic, you may get lots of algorithms for solving different sort of problems, but essentially what really matters is that whether you are able to analyze that algorithm or not. Just remembering or cramming or just memorizing all those algorithms doesn't help at all, or it is not going to help anyone. Like memorization, it is not the exam of any silly college exam or institute level of exam, or any university exam where you are like cramming anything, and just before the exam you are going and writing down everything, and you would be getting somewhere around 9 pointer or 10 pointer. It's not like that. It is an competitive exam, and in competitive exam you need to understand the nature of the exam. It is not at all like any normal exam. It is like something where you have to keep your nerves very calm, and
Okay.
your conceptual understanding should be really good. You will get
What I was planning is by June, by this month ending, I may finish all the syllabus and then watching every subject and then taking the test series. In meanwhile, I would practicing the previous year questions. Is that possible for me, and is that correct decision for me?
Yes, of course. Like I would say that's really good. Like once you have finished your syllabus, so don't be in a hurry to complete the syllabus first thing, because if you would be in a hurry, then there won't be any fruitful result out of that one, because essentially after some time you will have to like start it from zero only, because once you have revised something or
What
studied something, and if you are not,
what I thought is if we are trying to solve a question from a subject which I have finished, but not all other subjects, which means that there might be some concepts which are coming from other subjects which I do not complete. That's what I was very hurried to finish all subjects and then again looking into that. Since I was having two more years, it would be better for me if I do like that.
So
I think in so.
don't feel like that you are having additional 2 years and that is why you are having some advantage. Listen, basically what happens is that you may not be having some other burden of projects or some other activities, but essentially in once you would be getting into third year or fourth year, there would be huge pressure for completion of the projects, or at least there would be other activities which would involve you, like research activities or some literature survey sort of things. So over there you'll get into other activities. And right now if you are in second year, then most of the subjects which are there in GATE, that would be in common, like intersection with your GATE syllabus as well. But in third year or fourth year there won't be any case like that, because in third year or fourth year you'll be getting big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, or other subjects like software engineering, software life cycle. All these subjects won't be having any common. So right now you may feel that you are having enough time or ample amount of time, you can do that. But essentially from next year or like in upcoming years, you won't be getting that much time, though, like thanks to this pandemic, that everyone is getting enough time, that too for like competitive exam preparing students or aspirants. So
Yes, brother.
yeah, so you can really capitalize on this currently what you are having. But why I'm trying to say tell you that don't be in hurry, because in hurry you may like focus on completion of syllabus, not on the quality of the syllabus, and that is more important.
Moreover, I do not have anybody to clarify my doubts. If I stick on a single doubt and if I waste a whole day, it won't be good for me. That's what I was doing is I was just finishing the subjects. After that, when I purchased the Ramesh Sir test series, then there is a person for me to solve my doubts. That's what I was thinking. Is
Exactly.
that...
See, listen. Basically, what happens is that if you are having any doubt, I'm not asking about solving question and then getting stuck to a particular doubt. I'm asking that if you are completing a topic, so that particular topic should be very sound in your analysis. Your analysis or your thought process should be really good. Otherwise, just merely completing a syllabus won't help anyone. Are you getting it? Just listening up like if those videos as a movie and then preparing a note randomly, that won't help anyone. What I'm trying to say is that, see, everyone would be having their own strategies. I'm not forcing or I'm not asking you to follow whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm discussing. What I just want is that you may get this particular thing from my experience, because I have completed all those syllabus earlier, but eventually when I was in like around 5 to 6 months back, then I can clearly remember that I was not able to recollect a whole concept of digital logic, that to sequential circuit.
Okay, brother. Okay.
So this happens with everyone, because no one is a damn genius who would be able to remember everything even if he is not revising. This is very much obvious that you are bound to like forget everything if you are not revising them. And it is really hard to revise such a huge syllabus dynamically. So that is why try to prepare a strategy or a method, because this is not about exam where you'll be really doing great. It is about how much amount of syllabus you can retain in your mind. That's what matters. If you are able to retain whatever you are learning, then that's really fine. You can face your journey.